We all wish we spent the beginning of quarantine trying to become TikTok famous instead of binge watching Netflix, right? Well, some of those kids who were rapidly posting dances and skits are now making millions of dollars and have huge brands behind them. Welcome to Trend Prodigy, and let's break down the list of 6 richest TikTokers in 2021. Number 1. Addison Rae Easterling, $5 million. A year ago, Easterling was just settling into life at LSU and making choreographed TikToks that drew on a childhood as a competitive dancer. That fall, she posted her first sponsored content posts for Fashion Nova, an online women's clothing store, and in December, she left school for Los Angeles to pursue celebrityhood full-time. There she became friends with a group of TikTok stars and helped form Hype House, a content creator collective which elevated her profile further. Business opportunities followed. At first, she got the typical deals to do her own branded merchandise and sponsored content from brands like Reebok and watch company Daniel Wellington. Altogether, these two revenue streams accounted for 2/3 of her estimated earnings. In July, she became the main global spokesperson for American Eagle, a role that will splash her image across both digital and traditional TV and print ads for the teen clothing company. That same month, she started hosting a weekly Spotify podcast with her mom, Sherry Nicole, called Mama Knows Best. Number 2. Charli D'Amelio, $4 million. After posting on TikTok for the first time in June 2019, she had a series of dance videos go viral last summer and fall. Shortly afterwards, singer Bebe Rexha invited Charli to join her in opening for the Jonas Brothers at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. She left her hometown of Norwalk, Connecticut and moved to LA. She was a guest on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. She struck sponsorship deals with companies like EOS Cosmetics and appeared in a Super Bowl commercial for Sabra Hummus. She and her sister Dixie made frequent videos with Hype House, and the sisters have also announced an agreement to be the new faces of Hollister. Number 3. Dixie D'Amelio, $2.9 million. As the older sister of Charli D'Amelio, Dixie finds her name fully intertwined with her sisters. They both left home to live in LA. They appear in many of each other's videos on TikTok, where Dixie has 32 million followers, and in the last few months, the D'Amelios signed joint deals with clothing company Hollister and with Morphe, a cosmetics company. Dixie, meanwhile, is striking out on her own with her music career, releasing her first single, Be Happy, in June. It has accumulated 58 million streams and at launch became the #1 trending video on YouTube. Number 4. Lauren Gray, $2.6 million. When Lauren Gray first started out, she went through a string of bad talent managers, she says, who misguided her and botched some early sponsorship deals. It left her determined to follow her own mind. This mentality has worked out pretty well for her so far. In 2018, she got a deal with Virgin Records and has since released 8 singles. Until this spring, Gray had the biggest fan base of any TikToker, leading her to land SponCon deals with Skechers, Hyundai and Burger King. Her primary focus at the moment is her new Revlon deal, creating content for the company's TikTok account and Revlon sponsored posts for hers. Number 5. Josh Richards, $1.5 million. Positioning himself as a thoughtful media executive is a pretty sweeping change from what his image has been. TikTok's resident heartthrob and a bad boy. After getting on TikTok last year while living near Toronto, Canada, Richards achieved quick fame for his dance, singing and lip-syncing videos. He has played up feuds with other influencers on social media and co-founded Sway House, the TikTok collective that has developed a reputation for parties and hijinks. Number 6. Michael Lee, $1.2 million. Chances are you've died laughing at one of Michael's vids with his kid brother Jonathan. The two are a dynamic duo of TikTok, so it's no surprise that Michael has been able to rack up over 44 million followers on the app. Of course, he has used those followers to score some pretty epic brand deals, hence his placement on this list. He rents a 9,000 square foot mansion in LA with 4 other creators that he calls the Schlav House. His videos feature anything from skits to dance routines, and if the fact that Forbes claims he has a total of 478 million views on his profile is anything to go by, people enjoy what he does. He has a regular partnership with Bang Energy Drinks, and he claims that YouTube is his next money-making endeavor. Thank you for watching another episode of Trend Prodigy. Like and subscribe, and see you in the next episode.